Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dorks, and you mother flowers out there. This is another installment of Around the Point here on YouTube.com. Thank you all for listening live here on Friday. I know it's a Friday, but being it's a pay-per-view week, we decided to switch things up a little bit this week because, pay-per-view coming up. It's May 8th today, 2020. Hope all of you are having a wonderful Friday. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. The weekend's almost here. It's Mother's Day weekend as well. So happy early Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there, if you will. This is also available, the podcast that is, on all the podcasting platforms: iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spotify. Let me see here. Here we go. Google Podcasts, Anchor, also over at the Spotify, Apple Podcast, and of course over at okfabe.com. Speaking of Anchor, this episode being sponsored by the good people over at anchor.fm. If you are a podcaster, you want to start your own podcast, anchor.fm is the way to go. They are literally, in my opinion, the best way to start off your podcast. Honestly, because let's be real about it, it's free. Everybody loves free. FREE. They have these creation tools that help you. That will help. Again, they have these creation tools that will help you edit your podcast on the computer or on the go. They will also help you get your podcast distributed in all the podcasting platforms out there, like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. And more importantly, again, it's easy to work with, whether you're on a computer or on your iPhone or on your Android phone. So again, it's available on Anchor.fm or on the iOS App Store, or if not, on Google Play. Also, we're being sponsored by the good people over at Honey. Yes, let Honey save you money on all your online shopping. Get instant deals, coupons, and promo codes on all your online shopping. Use the special link that's down below in the description box of the YouTube version of the podcast. You can start saving. Sign up through that link and start saving now. Let Honey save you money. And as you can see, it's me. Hi, hey, it's Steven. I am not alone here. I'm here joined by my brother from another mother, all the way in Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. The one, the only, Big Mike for Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. Big Mike, what's the word, bro? How you been, man?
Yo, what's going on, Steven? What's going on, people in the chat?
What's going on, bro? It's chilling, man. You know how it is, man. It's Friday once again. The weekend's officially, well, technically, depending on how you want to consider it, right? For some folks, the weekend is, if you will, the weekend for some people is on a Friday, right? For some people, it starts tomorrow, right? Depending how you want to look at it, right? Depending how you want to look at it and shit.
Yeah.
But how you been, though, Mike? How you been?
Yo, man, I've been all right, man. Chilling. It's been a quiet day. Been great.
Fantastic, Mike. That's so awesome, bro. My day has been just another day. Rain. We're rained out today, bro. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I had a few snow flakes fall today.
Apparently, dude. I don't know, but I heard that apparently we're supposed to get a massive snowstorm here in the Northeast.
Yeah, I hope it looks like we might get a small little small piece of what y'all might get.
I hope it's not true, though. I really hope it's not true.
Yeah, what is it supposed to be, like 6 inches to a foot of snow?
I guess. I don't really know, to be honest, but that's what I've heard, though, bro, apparently.
Okay.
But I hope everyone's been doing good, enjoying themselves and all that stuff. Listen, pay-per-views this Sunday. So we're doing this shit twice, if you will. So there's that. We're doing the show twice. And for whatever reason, there's like an audio sync on my microphone right now. I don't know why, but it is an audio sync right now. Don't know why, but it is. It's so fucking annoying. If you will. I don't know what's going on, but there's like an audio sync going on with now with my webcam and shit. I'm probably going to get another webcam. Likely, but whatever. It is what it is. This is how we're going to rock today, basically. So, Mike, this Sunday's Money in the Bank, bro. Are you excited about it, man?
Not really.
Not really. Not
No, not
really.
really, man.
I can imagine, dude. Come on, man. The first time ever. Both matches taking place at the same time, bro.
Yeah, throughout the show.
Throughout the entire show, both matches taking place at the exact same time, Big Mike. Are you excited, bro? I don't know. I'll be real about it. I said this already. Um, in my review of Monday Night Raw for this past Monday. The only thing I care about is just the Money in the Bank ladder match. As far as what's gonna be the approach, how the fuck this shit's gonna go down, if you will.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. And the only thing I got is, what if the show in between Flash and the Money in the Bank here and there, what if the show stinks? That's really gonna take it away from me from the actual Money in the Bank matches, because it's gonna be the longest Money in the Bank match ever in WWE history.
So I've heard, yeah, man. I've heard. And
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is this, right? The reality is this right now, right? As far as it being long, I mean, could it be? Yes. To my understanding, all the other matches will be live at the PC, right? However, the Money in the Bank matches have been recorded. That's going to be like a movie, I guess, or cinematic style, if you will. And that is the plan for that match, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you've heard, but that's what I've heard, Mike.
Well, yeah, I heard it was gonna be cinematic, so yeah, I mean, we just gotta wait and see what this is gonna look like.
Absolutely, bro. That's probably the only thing I can probably say too, bro. So let's wait and see how this shit's gonna come off. Cause next thing, well, for all we know, right? For all intents and purposes, bro, it could very well be fire, bro.
It could, it could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, last year's we had a guy who wasn't even a part of the match win the belt, win the briefcase.
Talk about Brock, right?
Yeah, so hopefully we don't get nothing like that, even though they recorded this thing, what, like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. That was the other thing too, right? Apparently, they had
Yeah,
Brock be the one almost, right?
yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen again.
I remember that too. I remember that shit too, bro. I remember that shit. Um, I remember, like Mustafa Ali on the ladder, and then the next thing you know, they play Brock's music, and it's like, right?
Yeah, it was
And
like, oh my God, what the
and,
heck?
and Ali had the briefcase in his hands, almost like he had it in his hands, if you will. And it's like, then it's over with. Fuck it, it's over. Anyway, I'm looking at the card right now. There's 6 matches on the card. Again,
Okay.
we're doing this before SmackDown. Likely there'll be more matches added to the card. And honestly, I'm not gonna wait to SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown, to be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna say pretend I watch SmackDown and shit like that. I don't think anyone does at this point. At this point, I don't think anybody watches SmackDown anymore.
No.
I'll be shocked if you do. I will be in total shock if you are watching SmackDown in 2020.
Yeah, I don't watch SmackDown anymore like that unless it's like something big that happens.
Facts, bro. Facts. So I'm looking at the card right now, and we have here, like I said, 6 matches, bro. Let's start the show. So we have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The New Day of Big E and Kofi Kingston versus, who are defending the title, by the way. I don't know why they're the tag team. I don't know why they're tag champs. I don't know why, but they are.
Dude, a lot of people didn't even know they were the tag champs until like yesterday.
Versus The Miz and John Morrison. Versus the Forgotten Sons of Steve Cutler and Jackson Riker and Wesley Blake. Oh my God, the Forgotten Sons of Anarchy, who I'm shocked they're on the main roster. I am in total shock, bro.
Bro, I hate the Forgotten Sons, man. They are
Versus
awful.
and also Lucha House Party of Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado. Where the fuck is Kalisto?
Yeah, where is Kalisto?
Did he get
And
40?
why aren't no? Where like why aren't these guys in the cruiserweight um thing, the G1 thingy?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I think in essence too, if you look at the cruiserweight tournament, whatever, right? They have freaking oh shit, what's this dude's name? El Fantasma.
Yeah, but
They don't want
I
to.
know he was. What was he?
King
What was
Cuerno.
he in?
King
Yeah,
Cuerno.
King Cuerno. Like, he's a little boring to me now.
Well, you gotta remember, Mike. You gotta remember, bro. You know they don't. I guess the idea is okay. Look, they have King Cuerno or El Fantasma, right? They also have Jake Atlas, who's also Mexican. They don't have but again, I don't want to come up like, oh, how can you say that, Steve? And that's fucked up if you're saying that. Maybe they want to have another Mexican. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know, dude. That's probably the vibe I get. I could be wrong on it, of course. But if I'm to assume here, hey, they don't want to have another you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Yeah.
that's probably why, Mike. It's probably why. And again, I'm looking at my camera right now, dude. It's not in sync right now for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Let me see if you're coming off good on the.
Like here on the OBS, like I can just tell that my thing is out of sync right now. It's completely out of sync when I go live for whatever reason. I think the camera is having its wear and tear on me now. Finally, it's having its final days. Let me see what happens. And again, as we're talking, nothing changes, Mike.
Yeah, let me see. It's not in sync right now for whatever. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty bad.
I had a feeling, dude. I totally had a feeling. I have an idea, Mike.
Okay.
I'm gonna exit this, and then again, we're still gonna be live, but there'll be some technical issues right now. So just bear with me, guys. Bear with me as I do this right now, okay? Bear with me here, guys. Bear the fuck with me, okay? Just saying. Shit. That. I think. All right, now let's see if this works, Mike. Let's see if this actually now works, okay?
Okay.
And see here, ready?
Okay.
Yeah, it's still fucking up. Whatever. At this point, dude, it is what it is. It's out of my control, man. It's out of my fucking control. I don't know what's going on with the microphone right now, but for whatever reason, the audio just off on the webcam. I'd probably get another webcam probably. I don't mind spending, so it is what it is. Anyway, you know what, for this today, let's just have the audio, all right? Let's just have the freaking big logo, I guess, if you will, today. For the show stakes, if you will.
All right.
So there you go. We're not on camp this week, so let's get back to Money in the Bank predictions, all right? We did talk about the Lucha House Party and all that stuff. I will say this. I do feel that... What's it called? This whole thing, right? Like, again, back to this whole tournament thing, right? I do feel like in this situation right now, again, yes, why not have freaking Kalisto, right, in this tournament, if you will? Right. But I think at the same time, it's like they have so many guys down there right now. And I guess probably also the possibility that Kalisto in this pandemic doesn't want to compete.
Hey, he has the right to, because Vince gave everybody the right.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear no complaining now. How could that be? What's wrong with you guys and shit? So as far as a winner here, I'm gonna pick. Honestly, I see the New Day retaining, bro. I see the New Day retaining here. Mike, what about you?
Who's all in the things again?
What you mean?
Who's all in the match?
As far as a winner here, I'm gonna pick. What do you go to? What are you saying, Mike?
Who's all in the match, bro?
What you mean? I just told you. We just talked about the New Day.
Say it again.
Big E and Kofi.
Okay.
Miz and Morrison. The Forgotten Sons. Probably Steve Cutler and Jackson Riker. Or Wesley Blake, one of those combination. And Lucha House Party, Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado.
All right, yeah, the New Day's retaining.
All right then. Damn, golly, Mike, what's wrong with you today? Okay. From there we go on to a match that nobody gives a fuck about. Bailey versus Tamina for the SmackDown Women's title.
Yeah.
I do not give a flying fuck about this match, dude. I'm just telling you
Yeah, I
that.
don't even know why Tamina is even having a match.
I have no idea, bro. But to me, it's like, why, bro? Why is she
Bro,
in
I
the
don't know.
match, bro? Why is she in the match, bro? I have no idea, bro. No fucking clue. I'm going with Bailey. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Going with Bailey on this one. From there, we go to Drew McIntyre. My bad. We have Braun Strowman, Care Bear, defending the Universal title versus Bray Wyatt. It's not going to be The Fiend. It's going to be good old Mr. Rogers, Bray Wyatt, apparently.
Really?
Yes, dude.
Oh, so okay. Then he's gonna lose.
Good old Mr. Rogers, Bray Wyatt, dude. That's the one that's challenging The Fiend. My bad. That's the one that's challenging Braun Strowman. Honestly, dude, I hope Bray wins.
Yeah.
I hope Bray wins, bro. Again, it's one of those things where I don't know why Braun has the belt. I don't know. Again, to me, it makes no sense. Why do you have it be Goldberg at WrestleMania?
Dude, nobody knows why Braun has the belt. Especially after that incident.
Exactly, bro. But after that incident, that again it was dumb, it was stupid, right? Not the first time that we hear it too, especially. I mean, again, it was dumb. It was so fucking stupid. It made no fucking sense, and it happened, dude. It just happened, and now it's like we have this now. We have Braun as your world champion because Roman didn't want to compete, right? He didn't want to wrestle, and again, he's in total rights. He's not in the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Braun is not in the wrong, if you will. So that being said, I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt getting the win here. Mike, what about you, bro?
Him retaining the title. I mean, not
Your
retaining,
thoughts
but
on the
winning the
your
title.
thoughts, like your thoughts on the match, bro.
Um, yeah. So since we getting like Mr. Rogers, Bray Wyatt, then is this gonna be tape or live?
Bro, as I said earlier that the matches at the PC will be live. Everything
Okay.
else will be recorded, to my understanding. I could be wrong on that, of course. I've been wrong before. But we'll see.
Okay. Well, if we just getting Mr. Rogers, Bray Wyatt, then I see Braun retaining.
You see Braun retaining, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Braun retains. And then again, I hope not, dude. I really hope not. Here's the thing about it, right? With The Fiend, let's be real about it. Does Braun Strowman deserve to face The Fiend?
No.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So, moving on. We go to Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. This whole time, Rollins feels that McIntyre is not worthy of being champion. He's not worthy of carrying the brand on his back. And here we're getting this pseudo Jesus Seth Rollins, who again, I dig in a way, but still I don't know why he's getting a shot at the title. I just don't know why. It's stupid.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre. I think it'll be dumb as fuck if you have him drop the belt right here in his first defense of the championship. Since beating Brock at WrestleMania.
This is his second defense.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Post WrestleMania. Let me correct myself here. Post WrestleMania. You follow what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
This is his first defense post WrestleMania. I know he did defend the title twice at WrestleMania against the Big Show, against Brock. Well, he beat Brock, then he defended against the Big Show right there on the spot, right? But that being said, though, I see Drew winning here, bro. I see Drew McIntyre getting the win.
Yeah. Same here.
And then we get both the men and women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Mike.
Yeah, let's go through the participants.
Absolutely. So for the men, we have, well, let's start with the ladies, right? Ladies first, right?
Yeah, let's go with the girls first.
We have Asuka from Monday Night Raw, Shayna Baszler from Monday Night Raw, Nia Jax from Monday Night Raw. From SmackDown, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Carmella. From the men's, from SmackDown, Daniel Bryan. From Monday Night Raw, Rey Mysterio. From Monday Night Raw, Aleister Black. From SmackDown, King Corbin. From SmackDown, Otis, Tucky. And from Raw, AJ Styles, who's replacing Apollo Crews because he got injured. And on Monday, they had that terrible gauntlet. That was just terrible way to bring back AJ. If you will. It's like nothing happened almost, right, at WrestleMania. Like, here's my thing, right? To me, if you really want to put somebody here, I would put Andrade. And again, nothing against AJ. Yes, AJ's amazing. Don't get me the fuck wrong. But if we're supposed to believe, he's been buried alive, right? Like, give that whole idea that he's going to be gone for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And instead, to me, it should have been Andrade to get the shot, to get the spot, if you will, in Money in the Bank.
Right.
So there's that. So both matches are happening at the same time in WWE headquarters. And they're going to go at it inside the headquarters. On Monday, they give a tour of the headquarters. Oh, they could be wrestling in the main lobby. They could be wrestling in one of the conference rooms. They could be fighting in the gym that they have there. Or hell, they could be fighting in catering. We all know how much they love catering in WWE. They could be fighting in one of the conference rooms. They could be fighting up, but eventually they have to get to the roof where there'll be a ring and two titles, apparently, and two briefcases, and they got to retrieve them. Right? The men retrieve the men's case, and the women retrieve the women's case.
Right.
From the men's, I'll say this. The wild card for me is Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Who I see winning is Styles.
Right.
But to me, though, the wild card is Aleister Black.
Yeah.
From the women's, though, obviously my wild card is Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
And who I want to see win, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, she's
I feel like
she's my number two.
I feel like with Shayna, I hope they realize that they did her wrong. They did her dirty at WrestleMania. That's the way I feel like, right? They did her really dirty at WrestleMania, and that you need to really make up for that. They have to. They got to make up for that.
Yeah, they did her dirty at the Rumble too.
Yeah, but I think at the same time we all knew I think we all knew that at WrestleMania it was gonna be Becky and Shayna. Speaking of, like, where the fuck is Becky at? I know she's doing a movie and shit, but it's like she became a total afterthought in this whole thing.
Yeah, they said that which is if they don't say it tonight for Bailey. They said on Raw, I think not this week, but the week before last, they said that Becky Lynch is going to show up next Monday to confront the winner of the Money in the Bank.
So what if the winner from SmackDown, though, bro?
Yeah, that's the thing. So people are like, did they give it away? Is it going to be a Raw person? And a lot of people was like, well, if they don't say it for Bailey today, then they messed up.
I think about that for a minute, bro. What if it's someone from SmackDown that wins the briefcase?
I mean, I don't think I don't see nobody from SmackDown even, you know.
I guess. But
Like
what if
my choice, I want Asuka to win because she's her promos. Imagine her promos as Money in the Bank winner. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. Imagine. Imagine.
Yeah, her going freaking crazy. It's gonna be hilarious, bro.
Yeah. So there's Money in the Bank for those of you that actually give a shit. And again, I look forward to the ladder match. As far as the creativity, as far as the fact it's going to be very, very theatrical. I'm sorry, cinematic, if you will, right? That's what I look forward to.
Right.
Other than that, everything else, I just don't care about. Honestly. It's sad because I feel like I should, but at the same time, I think it's a lot to do with, it's a lot to do with what's going on in the world. Just the lack of motivation, if you will, to just be a wrestling fan right now.
Yeah.
Is this what it is? And again, I commend everyone out there that are still pumping their reviews. Mike, I commend you doing your Raw review, your SmackDown, your NXT review. That's awesome. Everyone out there is doing it. Even when I do it, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hectic right now. It's just terrible right now what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? And with this pay-per-view is one of those things where, again, Money in the Bank, I really feel it should not even be a fucking pay-per-view. It should be a match at WrestleMania.
Right.
That's what I feel. I don't know how other people feel about that, but my whole thing is it should be a match at WrestleMania. At the end of the fucking day.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Because, again, it's one of those things where, again, there's so much going on right now. So, apparently the big breaking news is that the mayor of Massachusetts gave out the big news that SummerSlam, well, all major events, all gathered.
Is it the mayor or the governor?
I guess the governor or the mayor, one or the other.
Yeah, because the mayor's over cities, governor's over the state.
I'm sorry. The governor of Massachusetts here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I had the tweet here earlier.
Okay.
What's going on right now? Let's see here. There you go. Well, here the thing is Mayor Marty Walsh. Apparently, again, it's the mayor of the city of Boston.
Okay, so it's the mayor of Boston.
Yes, and this is what he basically said in quote here. This is about 5 hours ago, right? We are planning a healthy reopening and equitable recovery process. As soon as the health data tells us it is safe, but we do not envision a point this summer when it will make sense to have but we tell us it's safe, but we do not envision a point this summer when it will make sense to have large crowds gathered in close contact for prolonged periods. I can announce that parades, festivals will not take place this summer in the city of Boston, up to and including Labor Day on September 7th. For smaller events, we will be looking at them on a case-by-case basis as we move through the summer months. If your event brings crowds together in close contact, like a concert, a road race, or a flag raising, you should start looking at alternatives now.
Okay.
Yes. So with that being said, bro, it's not happening. So it looks like now SummerSlam is not going to take place in Boston, bro. And here's the thing about it. It sucks because I was looking forward to going to Boston for the show. I didn't buy tickets yet. I did not buy tickets yet for the show. I was planning on, to tell you the truth, to go to this event, to go with Walter. Our plan was to drive out to Boston from Connecticut. All right, I was supposed to go to where Walter lives in Connecticut, and from there, just go to Boston. Right, it's like a 2-hour drive almost. I was looking forward to all that shit, meeting up with Connor and all that stuff, and it's not happening now. It's over with the whole pandemic. And honestly, dude, I was looking forward to it because it's one of those things where, okay, it's a way to it's a way to tip off the summer, if you will, or to cap off the summer. Let me correct myself here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I understand.
And you think about this too, right? If you're WWE, right? If there's ever a moment to like, okay, let's bring back everyone into an arena, right? If there's ever a time to do it, it would have been SummerSlam weekend, dude.
Right.
Think about it, yo. You have your Raw, the SmackDown, right? Before SummerSlam, right? At TD Garden, that takeover, right? And then SummerSlam, right? And then Raw and shit. But still, I feel like that would have been the time. I feel like if they were aiming for a time, it would have been that. I feel like.
Right.
And now it's not gonna happen. And again, as it sucks and all that, health comes first, guys. Health and safety comes first.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's one of those things where it sucks. Likely they'll probably do it in Florida. It'll happen in Florida. That being said, if you want to be creative with the shit, they should do it in some private beach.
I mean, who has a private beach? And
yeah, come on, they're rich, bro. Come on, Vince. He has connections, dude. Come on.
now, what I saw on Twitter is somebody say the same thing, but they want attendance.
I mean, why not? I mean, there's talk that apparently in Florida they're going to be allowing people to go into the venue and stuff like that. But I think like 25% of the capacity that can go. And you could do it on a beach, right? Granted, it has to be nice weather. It can't rain on that day. You know what I mean? But
and it has to be hot and humid.
And make it like, again, a special summer feel. You know what I mean? Put it this way. Rolling Loud got canceled. I had a friend.
Right.
I have a friend actually that I work with that was supposed to go to Miami for the event. And I got him on the gram, and he's like, "Oh, today would have been the day. I would have been in Miami, having a blast, and now I'm here at work." It's like, damn, bro. I feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? Like, I just do.
Yeah.
I just feel fucking sorry. Like, damn. And again, you know, it's not really my scene, if you will, but it's like, I can only imagine. Like, bro, it's terrible right now. And yes, I agree with Gorilla Strong. What's up, guys? What's up, Howard? What's up, Gorilla Strong? 2020 needs to hit the reset button. And I totally agree, bro. It needs to end already, bro. Even for me as a soccer fan, the Champions League is done. The Euro Cup is done. It's canceled. They canceled the Olympics. They canceled everything, bro. Hell, the UFC is having an event tomorrow in Jacksonville.
Right.
UFC 249. And people are giving the UFC hella shit for it. Oh, how can you have an event? It's a pandemic. You're going to allow people to fight, this and that. But yet, hello, pro wrestling is considered an essential business in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and again, I love wrestling and I love combat sport. I love both combat sports and pro wrestling equally. Obviously, pro wrestling is my first love. Don't get me the fuck wrong. But at the end of the day, it's just terrible right now. And I feel bad for guys like Connor, Fabe, who bought tickets to the event. Who bought tickets to the show. And now he can't even go. I feel bad for my friend, my homie Lee, the Queen Heel, who was looking forward to the event too. I was looking forward to seeing them out there, and now it's not even happening. Bro, me and Walter we're gonna smoke hella weed on the way to Boston, bro.
Yeah.
And now that's not even happening. My plan, even besides all that, my plan, bro, believe it or not, was to take a photo literally in front of Emerson College. Why? Because that's where my brother went to school for college. And I just want, in a way, to like, hey, bro, check this out. You know what I mean? That was my plan. Take a photo in front of Emerson College. Since I'm out there. Now that can't even happen. Also, at the same time, you know what? Enter TD Garden. I never went there, right? For all the time you guys know me, I always brag about how the best arena in the country, and I still feel that way regardless, is the Prudential Center. The Rock. Even though we only have one team here, that's the fucking Devils and shit, but still, you kind of get the gist.
All right.
And I'm reading the comment here. Jeremiah Presley right here. Turn SummerSlam into Bash at the Beach. Have all the wrestling matches at the beach. I mean, that's the plan. I would hope they do that. Because you think about it, if you just have SummerSlam at the PC, it'll be depressing as shit. Granted, okay? One more thing, too. They do say that the virus, it gets killed or something like that with warm weather and humidity, right?
Yeah.
Granted, who's to say that by the time we are in June or parts of July, everything is back to normal, right? Everything is back to normal. Who's to say? Again, no one really knows. But at the same time, are people even ready? Seriously, are people even ready to go out there and have fun again and shit?
Some are and some aren't, man.
Think about that, yo. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter. Oh, I can't wait to go back to a show, and so do I. But deep down, low key, are people really ready for that shit? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Think about this, bro. I was supposed to go to AEW.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was planning on going to AEW in July at Prudential Center. It was supposed to be originally back in April for Blood and Guts. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was in March. It was in March, Blood and Guts, and it got canceled because of COVID-19. And now here we are. Now they're gonna do it in July. Right now they're doing Blood and Guts in July. They're not doing the whole double 2 cages, the 2 rings, 1 cage. They're not doing that. But they're gonna have the event at Prudential, right? In July. And honestly, dude, I don't even think it's gonna happen in July.
No, expect for a lot of things not to really happen.
For example,
until next year.
I'll give you one more example, dude. My father, who's 61, who's 66, 67 years old, right? He was supposed to travel to Peru back in March, and his flight got in the Peruvian government shut down their borders, right? And he couldn't travel, so United canceled his flight. They booked him a new flight for April, right? For April. To as a new flight, assuming that by then the whole quarantine will be over with, and just so we get close to April, they once again cancel this flight because once again the Peruvian government still shut down their borders. Because you think about it, yeah, it's fucked up over here. It is as fucked up. I'm assuming still in Italy and all that stuff. Imagine in Latin America where everything's like a third world country, bro. Imagine that right now. Right? So then all this happens, right? And we had to book them another flight for June. And my dad just got a confirmation a couple days ago that flight got canceled. So now he rebooked, this time the 4th time, for July. And to be real with you, and I love my father to death, don't get me the fuck wrong, I do not see him traveling. I don't see him happening.
I'm gonna say, be prepared for that thing to keep getting rebooked.
You know what I'm saying? The beach will probably be the best choice to have wrestling matches during the summer because it's easier to do social distance. Okay.
All right.
Let's put it this way, right? about that. Yes, they reopened the beaches in Florida, right? They did, right? The beaches in Florida
Right.
reopened, all that shit. And to my understanding, the first day in, the virus increased over there. There's a massive increase of the virus in Florida when that happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I don't even know what's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, it's risky. It's risky for sure.
They're risky. It is risky as shit right now. Everything right now. And then factor in, bro. Factor in. We got these killer hornets coming in too, bro.
Yeah.
We got the killer hornets coming too. So just when you think, like you see bro, you saw the video? The fucking video of the killer hornet killing the fucking mouse?
Oh no, I was gonna say, watch the video of the killer hornet with that guy who intentionally stung himself. That always do those stings.
Are you still alive?
Yeah, he's alive. Yeah.
Shit, bro.
Yeah. Watch his reaction.
I heard about it. I did see the clip. I did see it. Like, damn, bro, why the fuck would you do that? It's so stupid. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but again, I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know what's gonna be the game plan. Likely they'll do it in Florida, and it's funny because I always said, yo, who deserves a SummerSlam? This was at a time when they were doing like 4 years in a row in New York. Who and at the time, right? They were doing and prior to that, they were doing the West Coast. And it seemed like forever, every single SummerSlam. Remember that shit? Remember that?
What happened?
How SummerSlam, right? The last like couple of years, they've been doing it in New York, right? In Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
And then prior to that, right? They were doing it for like forever. It seemed like in California, in LA, at the Staples Center. And I said at the time when they're doing it every single year in LA, right? If there's any part in the East Coast that deserves WrestleMania, right? Like in the whole eastern part of the country, that is, right? Let me correct myself here. I would say Florida, Miami.
Yeah.
So, Grant, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll do it in South Beach, maybe in Jacksonville. Sup, Gavin? How you doing? Sup, guys? Just got to say the world has gone mad, and they have. Yeah, bro. It's getting crazy, bro. The world as we know it right now, it's just going insane. But you know what, dude? Let's move along here from the topic. Again, it sucks. I was looking forward to be there in Boston with a lot of the fans and stuff like that, but now it's not happening. But you know what? But you know what did happen this week, though, bro? You all know what happened this week, bro? The Revolt.
What?
The Revolt were a guest on Talk is Jericho, and this is the norm. When you think about it, bro, this is the norm with everyone that gets released from WWE.
And goes to AEW.
And it goes to AEW. That appearance on Talk is Jericho. So I'm pretty sure you guys listened to the podcast. I did as well. I thought overall it was very well done. Very well done. Granted, I'm not big when Jericho interviews these musicians and all these other people, but I'm big when it comes to the wrestling stuff. I'm big on that, right?
Right.
And again, just a lot of stuff they were talking about here. So this is what I got from it, right? Apparently, they literally didn't care about the money, right? They requested the release. They requested the release a year ago, almost to the day. So it seems like, right? Like 90 days, like, yeah, almost a year and a half ago, right? And at the time, they were working with Lucha House Party. They were gonna get the tag titles, and when they got the belts, they requested their release from WWE.
Yeah.
And WWE thought they were bullshitting them. They were playing bluff, and no, bro, they stuck to their guns. They stuck to their guns, bro.
Yeah.
Well, Gavin, there's no video right now because there's a photo of the Money in the Bank and one dope ass photo of a coked up Herb Abrams, bro. Because my webcam is being a bitch, and fuck it, why not? So there you go with that, Gavin. There you go with that. So back to this whole revival thing before someone just said something stupid. again, they stuck to their guns. They didn't give a shit, right? What they were throwing at them as far as money offers and shit like that. They wanted the focus to be on the tag team division. They wanted
Right.
the entire tag team division to have a spot, if you will, on the table to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I commend that. I really, really do. I really, really do. Um, Apparently Vince was in shock that they were able to speak so well, right? Being that, again, they're both Southern guys and they speak very fluently. And it's like, oh, we could have put you guys on Good Morning America and all these TV shows and shit. Granted, Brody Lee, they want him to have a Southern accent, but again, Brody Lee was from Rochester, New York. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's that. But Mike, what did you take from this episode, by the way? What did you take from it, bro?
I took from the episode that they were not bitter. They wanted great things for the tag team division, and that wasn't in WWE's plans, and so they just had to get out of there. And the fact that they didn't leave because they weren't personally being booked right. They had the tag titles, they had everything. They offered them extensions, they wouldn't take it. They kept sending in the release, and that that gimmick change from when they were. I forget who they were feuding with, but they said that they was gonna wear like lipstick and have on colored attire and have like Shatter Machine, like the renderings of that came out, and then boy does that look ridiculous. And they said they would do it, and when they told the WWE brass and basically Pritchard, Vince, and whoever else said that they would do it, they kind of was turned off to it. Like, you guys would do this, and it was like, yeah, we'll do anything, and they dropped it. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, bro. I thought it was funny too, man. Thought it was very funny. And again, they looked like they were really willing to do the gimmick, the whole like, comedy shit. They had the Flavor Flav clocks, whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And again, it's
It
a
was
team.
like,
It can make listen. It's a team that you know. It's a team that unfortunately, again, they shine the NXT. They shine, right? NXT, they were shining. They were killing it. And sadly, just things don't turn out on the main roster the way people thought it would be, right?
right.
Apparently, the name Dash came from Dashing Cody Rhodes because of Dashing,
Yeah,
the name for Dash Wilder.
yeah, because Dusty liked the name.
Yeah, Dashing. So that makes sense. And listen, listen. I do think they'll end up in AEW. Right? Come on, they're on Jericho's podcast. Come on, it's like ritual now, right? Think about it. It's like a fucking ritual now. You show up on Jericho's podcast, you're gonna be in AEW. Goddamn, pal. That being said, if it was up to me, and again, I find it disgusting, annoying when a lot of dorky wrestling fans go on Twitter and they tell wrestlers where to go. Oh, you should go.
Right.
You should go to NXT. You should go to AEW. Go to New Japan. Go to Impact Wrestling. Like this and that. Like, no, bro. Again, we are fans, but we are not their pimps, if you will. To tell these people what to fucking do. That
Right.
being said, if it was up to me, and again, it's gonna come off like me being a hypocrite and shit. I want to see them once all this shit gets back to normal. I want to see them kill it on the indies, bro. Tear it up on the independent scene.
Yeah.
I want to see, honestly, the Revolt versus the North. That's a match I want to see, if you will. Maybe in TNA on some indie show, we'll see. But then eventually, yeah, do you get to your Young Bucks versus the Revival match? If there's ever a time to do that, I will say it all out.
Yeah.
I think in all out you do it. Uh, Reading the comments here, the problem with the revival on the main roster was they just didn't have the niche that connected with the fans, and that's the main roster's fault for not really helping them out with a good niche aim to get. And I agree with that too. I agree with that. I totally agree with that too, man. Mike, your take on that, bro?
Well, what happened? I
What the?
wasn't listening. I'm
Come on,
sorry.
bro. What's going on, man?
Come on, come on, come on, come on. I wasn't listening. Come on.
Come on, man. The problem with the revival on the main roster was that they just didn't have a niche that connected with the fans, and that's the main roster's fault for not really helping them out with a good niche to get over.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, they didn't have a problem with that when they were in NXT. I mean, they're old school, tag team. Their wrestling speaks for himself. They're decent on the mic. I think yes, it was WWE main roster's creative team's fault that they didn't give them anything of I guess substance of a feud to show their great side. I think the only thing that was okay is when they were in that little mini stable with Drew. It was Drew, Shane, and them two, and they were in the back and they were having like lobster and all that type of stuff, and they were wearing those like silk shirts. I think that was the best stuff that they did, and but yeah, it was WWE main roster's fault that they didn't really give them anything of substance.
Exactly, bro. And again, we'll see what happens with them. We'll see what happens. But at the same time, it's one of those things where again, you wish they would have done more with them. At the same time, I've been enjoying their vignettes that they've done on social media. I've enjoyed EC3's little vignette promo that they aired for him promoting the revolt. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
I'm used to the name now of what's her name now? Of Cash Wheeler and
yeah, Cash Wheeler and Dax.
Dax something. I forgot the name. Forgot. Maybe we should have kept them on Randy Orton because that's when they really start to pick back up again. Yeah. I think honestly there could have been more steam with that too. Could have been way more momentum with that. You know what I mean? I don't know why they ended that real quick. At the same time as well, you gotta think about this. I think people forget this too. There's a lot of injuries with the revival too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of injuries and shit that they had.
Yeah.
So there's that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on from this, okay? Mike, this past Tuesday I watched Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Cocaine and cowboy boots, bro. Herb Abrams, bro, in the UWF.
Right.
Holy cow, bro. What a fucking roller coaster that show was, bro. In a nutshell, that's what it was, bro. It was just a giant cluster, bro, of a show.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay. This is my overall take on the show. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not really going to sit here and just go into detail with everything that happened on the show. I feel like there's other podcasters that do it way better than I do. Right? But this is my overall summary, if you will, right? Here's a guy in Herb Abrams, right? Who... That's fine, Mike. If you have to, you have to get off. You have to get off. It's fine, bro.
All right. I see. I see you Sunday.
I bet, bro. I'll see you Sunday, man. It is what it is, bro.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
bet. So let's see here. Where was I here? Okay. There's Mike Free. He had to go. It is what it is. He has to take care of something with family. That's fine. Let me see if this works now. You guys see me? Cool. Hopefully this does work. My webcam is being a bitch. I'm gonna just say that right now. My webcam is being a fucking bitch. There's issues for whatever reason with the sync. Let's keep that in mind. I think it should be working now. So there's that. Anyway, I did watch Dark Side of the Ring this past Tuesday, the Herb Abrams episode with UWF. And here's the thing about it, okay? I enjoyed it for what it was. I will say this, though, and this is my humble opinion. you know, and again, prior to the episode, I know Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret did a video review a couple years ago on the UWF, right? And I enjoyed that one. And I thought, honestly, there was more. Granted, Brian Zane didn't go full in depth like they did on Dark Side of the Ring, but there's some stuff I wish they would have mentioned here on Dark Side of the Ring that they didn't, that Brian Zane mentioned in his video, right? So here's a guy in Herb Abrams, right? He is basically a rich money mark, right? Who, again, had all this money and wanted to start a wrestling promotion. And he wanted to bring it back to the good days of professional wrestling, right? And hence he formed the UWF, and he got some big names that at one time were in WWE and were on the tail end, if you will, of their career. And it's one of those things where they bring him, again, they bring in all these guys, right? That I can remember. The big one they brought was Bruno Sammartino. Granted, Bruno wasn't going to wrestle. But the fact that they brought Bruno Sammartino, right, into the UWF, and think about this too, right? Bruno was in somewhat at one time a big name, if you will. A big name in WWF, obviously, back in the day. And the fact that Herb Abrams managed to lock in Bruno, fucking crazy. Fucking insane. And then from there, they talk about how all these wrestlers came in. Dan Spivey, Dr. Death, you name it, right? But the problem was as well, like, again, there's this moment where Herb Abrams was trying to get in contact with Vince McMahon to see if he can promote for Vince on the West Coast. And Vince blew him off. Vince completely blew him off. And here's the thing about it too, right? And I said this before, and I don't mean to come off like a defender or a fanboy or anything like that, but I can appreciate old school Vince. I know people now will hate Vince and, oh, fuck you, Vince, for all that shit, but I can appreciate young Vince. Granted, Vince wasn't young in the early 90s or shit or something like that, but I can appreciate that Vince stuff. From back in the day, Vince was a hustler, bruh. Vince didn't give a fuck. But the point of the matter is, though, right? He blew Herb Abrams off. He blew him off completely, and that just pissed him off. That pissed off Herb Abrams to the point where his mission was to put WWE out of business. Here's the thing about it, right? UWF, when you think about it, right, could have been something. Could have been an alternative, if you will, right? Hell, it could have been WWF, WWE, if you will, WCW, and the UWF. And then you want to factor in ECW, fine, right? But his main objective was to get WWE out of business. That he, again, tried to get all. Hell, he even got Andre the Giant, right? He got Andre the Giant. He said, "Oh, Andre will wrestle for the UWF." And it's like in the clip that they air in the episode, right? Andre asked, "What does UWF stands for?" I think it's Universal Wrestling Federation. And then Vince just brings back Andre. So it's like, oh, all that is over with. Like, fuck it, bruh. It's over. To which from there, you know, again, they had a pay-per-view, right? And the first one, it was supposed to be in Florida. They had this arena booked, right? And they didn't sell it out. The commentary, it was Herb Abrams and Bruno Sammartino, right? And Herb Abrams was terrible on commentary. He was terrible. Hell, there was a character on the show, and apparently if you watch the Brian Zane video, there was a character on the show by the name of Davey Meltzer. And I guess he was like a job guy, but basically it's a parody, is a parody to Barry Dave Meltzer and shit. And it's so hilarious. It's so fucking funny. Again, this whole thing where it's this rich dude basically, right, that wanted to get Vince out of business, right, but lost sight of what was important for his company, to focus on his promotion. At the same time as well, as just the elephant in the room, right, he was big on cocaine. He had a big coke addiction. Hell, he had also an obsession with hookers. And he had a shitload of money. At the same time, too, he, for whatever reason, tried to also fuck over the wrestlers. Fuck over, again, with money and shit. Hell, there was this whole thing. I guess they were doing a show. And I guess the production company wanted a check. And for whatever reason, it's like, hey, if we don't get our check, we're not doing anything for you, whatever, right? And apparently you find out that Herb Abrams had two checking accounts. One account where he had all this shitload of money, and the other account where it was no money at all. And he was writing checks from the account that had no money at all. And checks were bouncing. Checks were fucking bouncing. But again, he enjoyed the party life, the coke, the hookers, all that stuff. And that was what was the beginning of the end. And again, his obsession with trying to put Vince out of business, try to, again, think way too much of himself or of his promotion when it just started, if you will, right? And that's what I get from all this. Yeah, then you hear about doing the pay-per-view at the MGM Grand, right? And he told Mick, and again, they even interviewed Mick Foley in this too, right? And Mick Foley was like, they bring him up to the hotel room. They bring him up to Herb's like penthouse, whatever, right? At the MGM Grand. And it's funny because Herb's like, oh, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this, bro. Wait till you see what's going on. I got to show people later on and at the pay-per-view, whatever. And it's these yellow ostrich boots. That ostrich skin boots, right? And it's so like, really? That's what you show. That's your big surprise. That's your big fucking surprise. Like, come on, bro. How dumb was that? How crazy was that, bro? How crazy was that? Yes, even the part where the FU part was of the belt was to hold it aimed at Vince was interesting. Not really, but it was just stupid. Just stupid as fuck. I hated that title belt. That belt looked ugly as shit. That's just my take on it, bro. Listen, I know belt makers that make better belts than what the fuck they had there. But now their television title. Apparently, when you put the belt, when you fold it, the letters FU were directed to Vince McMahon. Like, come on, bro. That was dumb. That was stupid as hell. And again, his obsession with the cocaine, the drug. I keep repeating this shit. I fucking know. To which, again, they do the show at the MGM Grand, right? It was an almost empty MGM Grand. Almost empty. The crowd really, again, it was just another terrible show. Just fucking terrible. That was the last pay-per-view. And that was the end of the UWF, right? You find out that years later, hey, you think he's clean, you think he's getting better, right? And yeah, there's even this whole thing where apparently he tried to pay off a hooker with a check, and the hooker wanted money, and you hear that Herb Abrams was trying to run out of the hotel in the streets naked, right? And all that shit. But yeah, then you find out that he's back in New York and he's healthy, he's okay, so you think, and then you find out the way that he dies. Apparently, he was naked, covered up in oil or Vaseline with cocaine. And that's where he died. So again, when I look back on this, yes, it's very, very sad. But at the same time, it's one of those things where you look back into all this, right? You look back into what happened, right? UWF could have been something. No doubt about it. It's sad that the focus wasn't there. And that was the end of it. Overall, like I said before, I've been enjoying Dark Side of the Ring. Rocking again. Yeah, I'm rocking the Bulls out, man. Again, Last Dance, but I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying Dark Side of the Ring. I think overall, I'm happy that Jericho is doing the narration. I think that it's great. But my big takeaway is this, all right, at the end of the day from this past episode. And again, if he just kept focusing on this company, not been obsessed trying to take Vince out of business, because here's the thing about it, bro, that was never going to happen. He was never going to put Vince McMahon out of business. the idea that that could have happened was stupid as shit. And that's the problem that I have too with all these like up and coming companies that start up. Oh, we gotta try to put the WWE out of business, put Vince McMahon out of. That's not gonna work, bruh. Listen, yes, you can have a better wrestling product than Vince from a wrestling perspective. That's as far as it goes. You are not, and I repeat the shit, and again, I'm not trying to come off like a Vince McMahon defender or a WWE fanboy, okay? I'm not. But this is the reality. You are not going to play chess with Vince McMahon. And I get it, yeah, he's at a touch now. He's an old man that does not know what the fuck is going on. But if you factor in old school Vince, young Vince that took his dad's company, right, and took it national. That hustler mentality that Vince had back in the day. You were gonna get like just starched. It was over. You were not gonna play chess with Vince McMahon. Fuck no. Ted Turner came close. Fine, but other than that, all these mom and pop feds, no, bruh. Sit your ass down, bruh. Sit your ass down, if you will. Steven Rock and the Chicago Bulls had. Will this cause him to have beef with fellow Northeastern? Nah, listen, bro. I've always been a fan of the Bulls. Hell, I've been enjoying The Last Dance from ESPN. I've been enjoying it. So there's that too, right? So I kind of fitting I'm rocking the hat right now. I'm gonna get to some AEW news real quick before I wrap this up. I did watch parts of Dynamite. I did watch parts of the street fight, if you will, of the sex gods, of Lee Sex Gods, if you will, of Sammy Guevara and Jericho. I'm actually happy as shit. I'm going to say this right now, that I'm actually happy that Sammy Guevara is getting the recognition, if you will. I'm happy that people are now seeing how good he is, if you will. I'm happy about that. That being said, I thought overall that street fight, it was fun. For what it was worth, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. What we found out is that at Double or Nothing is gonna be Jon Moxley versus Brody Lee. Why? I have no clue. I have no fucking clue. But it's happening. Now, do I think it's way too soon to take the belt off Moxley? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to happen? I hope not. I really hope not. But at the end of the day, let's be real about it. And again, I don't want to come off like, oh, you're being negative and shit. But being realistic about this, bro. Being realistic about this is basically, when you think about it, right? It's Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper. And again, Brody Lee, amazing talent. But I'm just not buying this whole Dark Order bullshit. I'm not buying it. I'm really, really not. I can't fathom him. And I get it. He's trying to do a whole parody on Vince with the suit and all. I'm just not digging it. I'm really, really not. So there's that. Right? I do look forward to the Jericho versus Lance Archer match coming up at Double or Nothing. So there was that, if you will. I think Jericho and Matt Hardy are gonna have a match too. I think I could be wrong on that. So there is that, if you will. MJ needs to be mocked for the belt. I guess so. I guess so. WWE's big to be taken down. The Last Dance has been the best thing in sports beside the NFL draft this year. I guess so as well. Chances of someone falling off the roof, maybe so. Maybe so. Who the hell knows, bro? But that's what I got from AEW. I did watch also part of NXT. I did watch the Karrion Kross debut. I thought overall it was very well done. I thought honestly, as a whole, I enjoyed it. Granted, it was a squash match, but that's the point though. You need to have him have an impressive, debut. And I do feel though, eventually we're gonna get that Tommaso Ciampa and Karrion Kross match down the road. Thought Scarlett looked great. My only critique, if you will, is I wish there was a crowd for this. Like, get that crowd reaction. if you will. At the same time, you know, I did watch the Velveteen Dream Adam Cole match. Thought it was okay, a short match for what it was worth. Adam Cole got the win as I expected. And the Velveteen Dream, I'm gonna say this right now. I feel like without a crowd, his character has a lot of holes without a crowd reaction. Also on the show, we had Charlotte Flair versus Io Shirai that went to a disqualification. And here's the thing about it too. And I said this before the match even happened. Like, this match should have happened on a takeover, not on free TV. Granted, they stacked up that NXT show this past week and they lost to AEW, right? But at the same time, is it really much of a victory if both shows are suffering from a numbers perspective? Seriously, ask yourself that question. Yes, I see fans on Twitter every fucking week on Thursday. Oh, ha ha, take this, take that. But what the fuck are you celebrating for? The numbers are fucking low as shit still. Like, you know what's crazy? When Tekashi 6ix9ine comes out of prison, comes out with a song today, comes out with a new song, his first song that's coming out of prison, right? Goes on Instagram. Does an Instagram like gets 2 million viewers on the gram. And he gets a bigger number than AEW NXT combined if they were to do their show in months. That tells you a lot, bro. Like, I'm just saying. I really feel, honestly, AEW or NXT would benefit more if one of them moved to a different day. And honestly, that would have to be AEW, in my opinion. Oh, how can you say that? This and that. Because NXT went on Wednesday night before AEW. Because honestly, bro, there is no Wednesday Night War. We've been all given a bag of goods. You would all sell the bag of goods, and it's nothing, bro. It's fucking nothing. So that's basically going to be it for me. Guys, give me your thoughts. If you have questions for me, feel free to drop your questions in the comments below. If you will. What happened in Jericho's rematch clause? Gavin, I have no clue. And honestly, I don't even think Jericho even cares. To be real about it. I don't think Jericho even cares about a rematch right now. All right. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I haven't eaten anything yet. I have a fish waiting for me to eat downstairs, so I'm going to eat that. All right. Thank you all for watching today. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below as well. Hit the bell icon. Be notified when I upload a video, when I go live and all that stuff. I thank also Big Mike for stepping in, for being on the show today as well. If you guys have not yet, go check out Mike's channel. I have a link to it in the description box in a little bit. Follow him on Twitter at Big Mike WRS1 as well on Twitter. And in case you guys have not noticed, yeah, myself and Big Mike this past week did our 4th installment of the Throwback. Myself and Big Mike went back in time into the good old days of TNA, and we recapped TNA Unbreakable 2005. And this week coming up, we'll be recapping ECW's One Night Stand 2006. So be on the lookout when that drops as well. Again, we're going to hit you with all this content, guys. We really, really are. All right. It got to keep on happening and you wouldn't even expect it. All right. Again, follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. You can check out Around the Point on all the podcasting platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm, also over at okfabe.com. Also, I want to thank the good sponsors over at Anchor.fm. If you want to start your own podcast, Anchor.fm is the way to go. And also the good people over at Honey. Let Honey save you money with instant deals and coupons and promo codes on all your online shopping. Works with all major websites like Amazon, eBay, Wish, Nike, Adidas, WWE Shop, in case you're wondering. GOAT for all my sneakerheads out there. So let Honey save you money. In the description box below, sign up through the special link and start saving. Let Honey save you money. All right. We'll be back this Sunday after the pay-per-view with our live review of Money in the Bank, our live edition of Around the Point again and all that stuff. And yeah, as always, guys, hate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm Steve. And we will catch you guys this Sunday for a live edition of Around the Point. Peace out, guys.